Hey, good Friday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talkin Live Forecast update. How about you? Are you ready for the weekend? Well, I think I got a pretty good forecast for you for the weekend, although it's going to be a bit hot and a bit steamy as temperatures are going to be going upward as we go to next week. And yeah, we're probably going to likely see some heat advisories in there thrown in for good measure. But let's go ahead and take a live look right now at the Chattanooga Zoo. Probably a good weekend to go check out the zoo this weekend. The weather's looking pretty good. Sunshine, a few clouds out there. Had some fog earlier today. It's slowly burning on off, but should be setting up for a pretty nice weekend up across Tennessee and North Georgia. Dalton looking here. A few clouds, but again, we're going to see abundant sunshine all weekend long and some very hot and steamy weather here as well. Speaking of the steamy weather, that's really the big news story. Check out all these heat advisories stretching here from areas of Wisconsin going all the way down to the Gulf Coast here. So again, a lot of that orange is going to be filling in. That will include our area as well as we go over the next several days. So just be warned, it's coming. Now, radar is all clear. I'm expecting it to remain that way all weekend long. So no problems there expected as far as rainfall. And if you do get an isolated one to pop up on your area, just consider yourself the winner of the rain lottery. All right, looking across the southeast regionally, I got a cold front, stationary front. This is going to wash itself out as we've got a big area of high pressure that's going to be building in across the middle of the country there. And what it's going to mean is it's going to mean a building heat dome, and it's going to be very, very hot up underneath that dome. There's some of that fog you see kind of burning off there across portions of Alabama and Tennessee, but generally mostly sunny skies here for this afternoon. That'll be kind of the trend all weekend long here across our area. As we go ahead and look at our regional model, again, you see the model here trying to spit out an isolated shower or two. Like I said, I really don't think the rain chance is going to be that impressive here for today, so we're going to stay pretty much on the hot zone here right through the next 7 days, so really kind of limited rainfall. The other part of this story is going to have to be the fact that we're having to deal with some extreme heat, so although we're seeing a little bit of isolated showers trying to pop in here, all weekend I think we're going to be pretty much just staying on the dry side. They couldn't rule out isolated shower in Alabama if you're planning to travel all that way, but East Tennessee, North Georgia, it's going to be pretty limited here all weekend long. Now, the other part of the news story, again, is going to have to be the fact we're talking about the extreme heat. So we're looking at your high temperatures here on Saturday. Look at all this purple in here. You know you got some hot temperatures here, 95, 93, 94. You're seeing that. Now, it's showing, I think this is a little underrepresented here on the NAM model, showing upper 80s here by 5 o'clock. I think a lot of areas here across our area is going to be sitting into the 90s. And look how much more purple you're going to get on this map as we go into Sunday. Going into Sunday afternoon, as we go in toward 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you start seeing a lot more purple here on the east side of the Appalachians and off to our west. We're kind of in between, but we're still showing 91 there, showing up in Chattanooga, for example, going into your Sunday. But I think we're going to see increasing 90s all across our area. When you factor in the humidity, it's going to make it feel even more uncomfortable, and we're going to have those feel-like temperatures going into the triple digits, and that's going to be sticking around all next weekend long, unfortunately. So let's go and look at your forecast maps. Let's go ahead and take you through the forecast here. Again, kind of watch as I highlight the areas here as we go through the next few days here, next 7 days actually. So that stationary boundary, like I said, is just going to wash itself out. The big story is going to be the area of high pressure that's going to be building in here across the southeast. So we got the high that's going to be building in here, and that's going to keep it very hot and very steamy, not only at the surface, but at the upper levels as well. So getting very warm. So that's for Sunday morning. Monday, you're looking at limited precipitation again. Going into Tuesday, Wednesday, I do introduce a chance of a 20% chance of a shower or rumbled thunder going into Wednesday, Thursday, as well as for Friday going into next week. Those 3 days, you've seen the green there, kind of drawn in there across all our area up here. But generally, it's going to be very limited, very spotty at best, and it's just going to be very, very hot and steamy right in toward the end of next week. So let's go ahead and look at your forecast here for tomorrow. Mostly sunny, good day to go tubing, I think. Not a bad weekend. 92.67 there in the Dalton, Chattanooga area here under sunny skies in hot conditions. Also, morning lows tomorrow. Not bad, really, because there is slightly drier out there. Low 60s over the mountains. That's not bad. 66 in Cleveland, 66 in Dunlap, 67 degrees over there in Lafayette under mostly clear sky for tonight. Daytime highs, a lot of 90s on this map. Low 90s, briefly hitting low 90s. 92 in Chattanooga, 90 over in Toloma. Looking at 89 over in Dayton, 88 over into Blue Ridge. So again, getting warmer, and these are going to continue to rise as we go into next week. So as we go ahead and look at your regional forecast, check out Nashville and Memphis, both a pair of 96s up here. 95 in Jackson. Scattered storms along the Gulf Coast, possibility there. 94 in Columbus, and 93 over into Columbia. How about the rest of the 7-day? Here we go. We're bringing the temperature up. 93, 94 going into Monday, 96 on Tuesday. Again, those feel like temperatures will be popping triple digits here. I expect heat advisories most likely going into Monday and going through Thursday next week. Notice the rain chance coming at us as we go to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, although it is pretty limited, only about 20%. So getting hot and steamy, that's for sure. So as I've been mentioning over the last couple of days, things that you need to do from a preventive standpoint, check on those air conditioners. Make sure you got the air filters out, because the air conditioner's got to be able to breathe if it's going to cool you down. So make sure you check on that. If you need to get your air conditioning service, you may want to do it before it goes out. Maybe get a tech out there. If you can schedule it this week, go and get that done, and just be ready for that. Again, make sure you check on the elderly, make sure that they're staying cool and comfortable. And again, don't leave the pets outside in this intense heat without good shelter, cover, and make sure they got plenty of water, that kind of thing. So that's just kind of my proactive measure to kind of keep you guys safe out there in the YouTube universe, as well as whatever platform you're watching this on. Okay. All right. That is y'all's update here for the weekend. You guys take it easy. Looking forward to seeing y'all next week. Until then, y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. You guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.